Conservatives are out in full force in Washington today as they wrap up their annual conference. The right is rejuvenated, predicting big Republican gains in November and setting their sights on the White House in 2012. But who will lead that charge? John Hendren is there covering the convention and joins us now. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Bill. This annual Conservative Political Action Conference is an ideal place to look for where the conservative movement is heading and just who's heading it in the years after George W. Bush.
They come from the right,
shrink the power of government, period,
and the far right.
I'd like to condemn CPAC for bringing Go Pride to this event. Bring it, I love it.
New faces and familiar ones.
You like that? I do too!
Old, young, and very young to unite at the Conservative Political Action Conference against a common adversary.
President Obama does not share that commitment. If government spending were an Olympic sport, he would be a repeat gold medalist.
125 people showed up at the first CPAC meeting in 1973 to hear a keynote speaker named Ronald Reagan. Today, there are a record 10,000, and they're on fire.
A welcome like that's almost enough to want to make me run for office again.
Conservatives hope to take advantage of a historic opportunity to unite a public that polls show is shifting to the right. But that movement is fractious.
Reagan's ideal of the Big Tent, which invited people in, is now seen as code language for liberal Republicans.
I never liked the phrase Big Tent because to me it meant that, you often let too many clowns into the movement or into the party.
The Tea Party goers came with their own agenda and a fiscally conservative contract from America they want all GOP candidates to sign.
They're still in marital counseling between the Republican Party and the conservative movement and the Tea Party movement. They are going to dictate terms to the Republican Party, and the Republican Party is going to have to follow along if it wants their support.
That leaves Democrats with an opportunity to portray Republicans as a party that can unite only on saying no.
The answer is no.
United against President Obama, conservatives now face the challenge of uniting voters behind them.
Today, conference attendees will be voting in a straw poll for a new conservative standard bearer. But many say the likeliest winner isn't eligible this year. That's because Sarah Palin didn't show up.